Welcome back, everyone, to Poppin' Often with Often. Today, we are taking a look at Disney's Speedstorm concept art. Now, this is a Speedstorm concept art for what's coming to season 3. This is going to be a Lilo and Stitch concept art. Now, there's some things within this concept art that I want to share with you guys. Why do I keep saying concept art? Concept art. There's some things that I want to share with you guys. Now, Disney likes to share things quite often. And most of the time, when they share things with us, it is usually pretty on point. I very rarely see them change anything. So what you see is usually what you get when it comes to Disney Speedstorm. With most developers, that's not the case, but with Disney Speedstorm, I have rarely seen them release anything like this and then say, oh, never mind. Now, there's two reasons why you may miss some things. The first thing is you don't really care about Lilo and Stitch. Period. That's just not your type of, that wasn't your show. You know of the show or you know of the movie, but yeah, you might not care about the lore as much. So there might be some things that you may miss that I want to share. The other thing is you might not care about updates, period. You might just be like, hey, I'm glad we're getting new stuff. I don't know anything, but I like playing the game. And that's fine too. But within this video, I'm going to share with you some things that might be expected to come and what you guys can look out for. Remember, make sure you subscribe. That way you are notified for more Disney Speedstorm content. I'm talking guides, I'm talking races, I'm talking content updates, anything and everything Speedstorm. I also want to make guides for how to get the top % on the leaderboards. If that's something you guys want, again, let me know with that thumbs up so I know you guys enjoy the Disney Speedstorm content. Now let's talk about the first thing. Disney has already stated they will be having a content update every single 2 months. Every 2 months, we're going to get a new content update. Maybe that might be a goal, might not actually be what we're getting all the time. Maybe it's earlier, maybe it's later, but they did say they want every 6 to 8 weeks. So about every 2 months. So let's go ahead and start out with the characters themselves. What characters are we expected to see? Well, we already know that Lilo and Stitch are going to be in it. They've already shown art for them. It's obvious, right? Who else though? Now we have a chance to have a series of 3 like Donald, Mickey, and Goofy, or we have the possibility of a series of 4 like Jessie, Buzz, Bo Peep, and Woody. That is a possibility. So they are not known to have a set number when it comes to releases. Monsters Inc. was also 3, Mike, Sully, and Cecilia. It's a possibility that we might not get 4. We might get Lilo, Stitch, and 1 more. So let's see if through this image, can we figure out who might actually be the new characters. So the elephant in the room is the spaceship. That spaceship is Dr. Jumbo's spaceship. For those of you that don't watch Lilo and Stitch and don't know anything about it, I got your back like a butt crack. This is Dr. Jumbo's spaceship. You can even see at the bottom it says Jump. I'm pointing my finger like you can see what I'm pointing at, but you guys can see it. This could tell us that he's piloting that spaceship. Who else would be? This is where he conducts experiments, and so for the most part, this is his ship, and he should be the one piloting it. Pleakley could also be piloting it, which is another character of the series, but we'll talk about him later. Now, not only is the fact that his ship is in the image letting us know that that might be him piloting it, but also he is a supportive character. He's not really a main character of the series. He's more of a background character, which helps me believe he's going to be a crew member. Next up, we have Angel. Angel is the pink Stitch. For those of you that don't watch, she was in that movie. That movie, like you guys know. She was in a movie with Lilo and Stitch, and it was a pink version. I don't think that's going to be a main character. Again, that is going to be a supportive character. The reason why I believe this is because a lot of the times when they have 2 characters that are very, very close in context, they usually just use that main character and then put the other one as supportive. As Mulan, Mushu's not a racer. It would be weird if he were, but Mushu's not a racer. The other one that we have is Goofy's son, Max. Max is not part of the roster, but Goofy is. Max is a crew member. I mean, the list goes on and on. Another one is Sully. The backup that he has is Boo, right? Boo is his backup. And so when there are a parallel between 2 main characters, usually they will have the person be a crew member, unless it's like Buzz and Woody, where they are on the same page. There isn't a back and forth. They are both main characters within their series. Next, we have Pleakley. Now, Pleakley is kind of a main character. Throughout the show and the movie, he's been a presence. Has been like a fan favorite. He's not the poster child, but he is a fan favorite. So it is possible that we can see Pleakley. Next, we have Nani. Now that's Lilo's sister. It's kind of the same realm as Goofy and Max. There's really no reason to have the family member as a character, especially because Nani wasn't really that much of a presence. She was just kind of there, but she wasn't enough to be a racer in my opinion. So that rules Nani out. Lastly, but not leastly, we have Captain Gantu, the homie. Now, the reason why I think he is going to be character number 3 is because Disney has already said they are releasing villains. They're going to be releasing more villains. Gantu is a villain. He's been the villain for the whole series, I believe. There has been some instances where someone else has been a villain. There's also an instance where that hamster is a villain. But again, I don't really see the hamster being that much of a character because not many people know him. If you were to talk to somebody about that character that doesn't watch Lilo and Stitch, they would be like, who is that? I've noticed that Disney is trying to give characters that people understand who they are at first glance. I've noticed that a lot of the characters from these series, they try to give the main characters the time to shine, and not necessarily just main characters, but characters people know from the series at first glance. This helps a lot with connectivity. This helps with people to be able to see the game and be like, ooh, I know that person, or ooh, I know that person, instead of a whole roster of characters you just don't know. Again, we want to try to appeal to people that enjoy Disney as a whole. And so even if they don't dive into, let's just say, the movie Frozen, they don't know the lore, they understand who Elsa is. So Elsa would be a racer if they decided to go that route. So what I think, the third character is going to be Gantu, and that's it. Or they're going to add Gantu and Pleakley. So I think they're not going to add Pleakley because they didn't add Jumba. Now, Jumba is not as high of a priority character as Pleakley, but I just don't see it happening. I do think they're going to have Captain Gantu. So Gantu and Pleakley, or just Gantu, but I highly doubt they're going to just do Pleakley. I could be wrong though. This is just a speculation video. It's just a theory, a game theory. I'm just kidding. For those of you that, I'm sorry, Matt, Pat, don't sue me. I like your stuff. So the next thing I want to talk about, and something that a lot of people might actually miss, is that you can see there are 2 Mickeys. Now that is not Steamboat's Mickey's cart, right? If you look at the ears, that's the same ears. But that right there, that ain't Steamboat Mickey's cart. That could be Minnie's cart. Hey, I don't know nothing. I'm sorry. I'm just guessing. I don't want to get you guys' hopes up. But I really think they're going to add Mickey, or not Mickey, Minnie within this next patch as well. She's going to be one of those other characters like Steamboat Pete and Steamboat Mickey. She is going to be another character. They might even add Daisy, but that's a stretch. That's Donald's girlfriend, for those that don't know. Look, I like Disney. I'm sorry, I'm a nerd. So that is a possibility. I would really love to see Minnie. I'm not sure, but why would you have 2 Mickeys? Out of all the characters on that roster, 2 Mickeys? For real? So I think Minnie's coming as well. Just a guess. I don't see a bow on her head, though. That's the only downside, but it also could just be because they don't want to let us know. It's just a little hint, but I could be wrong. Next thing we want to look at is the hazards. You can see that there's actually a spaceship coming down, and that's creating dust and smoke. And so that's going to be something we have to avoid. Now, that's not something that is usual when it comes to hazard zones when we're playing Disney Speedstorm. A lot of the things that we see, it comes from the air or it has little explosions, but you never really see things move in the map. And so either that's what they're leaning towards, or it is just a visual for the concept art. But if they are leaning towards this, this is huge, because this means this is a leap in the right direction to have better maps, more engrossed maps, more immersive maps. It's going to be so dope to see them do things like this. And I know one of the questions was to have a day and night cycle. Now that's probably really far down the line. It probably takes a lot of money and a lot of time to do. But as the game progresses, especially if they're making leaps like this to have an actual spaceship come down, like I can definitely see that happening. Now, so those are the things that I've noticed. I haven't noticed anything else. I do want to say, however, if we take a look at this shadow, right here, that looks like Captain Gantu's ship. I could be wrong. Who knows? But that does look like Captain Gantu's ship. And it's kind of casting a shadow, which lets us know, too, that it's like the dark side. You have the light side ship, but you also have the dark side ship, which would be the villain. Again, speculations. I'm just saying, I try not to give you guys clickbait. I try not to just upload random things. I really try to upload meaningful videos and things that I actually truly believe. And so when you click my videos and when you are on my channel, know that I never try to lie to you guys. I never try to make you guys watch things that just aren't real. I do my best to be as truthful as possible in what I believe in. So that's pretty much what I see right now. I don't really see anything else. I don't want to pick too much into it. But let's just recap here. Character-wise, we probably are going to get Gantu and Pleakley, or just Gantu. We might also get Minnie Mouse. Possibility. Also, as you can see, this is a new hazard. If this is going to be part of the map, we're making huge leaps and bounds for more immersive maps, and I just can't wait. Thank you guys for watching. I do appreciate it. Remember, make sure you guys subscribe for more Disney content and updates. I'll be the first to let you know. And until next time, you know what I always say. Thank you guys for doing what? Popping often. We're locked in.